Hi, you guys. I love you guys. Give me a minute, guys. Good morning. Hi, you guys. I love you guys. Just heard somebody saying that. Good morning, Rob Black. Sammy Dizzle. I'm still running early but late, y'all. I was trying to watch a little something before I came on. I see I've been got something snuck in on me. Mother done snuck live in this morning, early this morning. I'm rolling the ball back and forth. They're snuggling in here on me. Yes, indeed. I tell you, that snuck a bit, but in on me this morning. That's okay though. That snuck my head on me. Good morning, Diana Duncan. I'm not gonna be here long. Y'all feel like I'm sitting so close up over here. I got my water. Y'all got y'all coffee? I can't find my real specs. So look at it. Look what I got. Look. Some Mr. Magoo glasses on. Yes, indeed. But I'm not going to hesitate any longer. Okay. Thank y'all for being here this morning. I think there's a lot going on. Like I said, mother just went in on me. I was trying to roll the ball back and forth. But it's my time to jump on here, so who all not here can catch the replay. Be like that. But let me get this out the way first. Let me tell Queen Bush Daddy, Dead Man Mattress, whatever his name is over there, because he got so many names as this at this point. When I was talking yesterday about Miss Cruiser and the strike, I wasn't doing anything for as trying to clean up, approve anything for old Stanky Baby over there. I only was talking about that because I wanted to reiterate that she had nothing to do with the other stuff that's going on, that I showed proof of that. And I don't know who ran with it because she don't want to be a part of that. She don't even discuss things like that on her channel, to where I do commentary on stuff that goes on when other people talk about it. You can call it drag messy, whatever you is, because I guess it is messy, because that's what I do. I talk about other stuff that went on, you know, and on the YouTube and the outside world. So because I'm saying this because he made a lie talking about in other words, he's trying to say Stanky Baby had nothing to do with that she was claiming in the beginning. Uh, Somebody proved that everybody didn't get a strike because of that. Even Black Watkins said that Miss Cruiser and showed receipts had nothing to do with it. So he was basically taking up a Stanky Baby, trying to help her clear her name, since him and her claimed all that at first. Now the letters are getting written. People are saying possibly scamming, fraud. Now they're disowning it. So I needed to know I wasn't clearing anything up for him. It was basically for her. Okay. And that's the only reason why I did it like that. So when I was moseying around yesterday evening, of course, I was watching, Rick Reed. And Rick Reed was discussing, how he had tea on what was going on. He was telling how Skillet I contacted the original owner, you know, and saying that they were aware of what was going on. Skillet evidently wrote a letter about Shalina, aka Five, aka Stanky Baby, and Miss Maywood, aka etc. etc. The copying of the song, the fake YouTube pages, and all that. But Rick was saying that it was supposed to stay between him and her. I think that's the way I took it, or what he was saying, that she was talking too much, and he probably thought it was just between him and her. But in reality, she was telling everybody else too. She was sending emails not just to him, but to everybody, y'all. Everybody. Now, I don't know how much of a history that Rick knows about Skillet. I don't know if he's been knowing this as long as us. I do remember when Rick first came on the scene over there with Geisha, whatever her name is, Geisha One. And so I don't know if you know that's just what she does. Because even after his show ended, she went over and did an interview with Mimi. So I was over there watching Mimi. She got on Mimi's panel because see y'all got to understand this is what Skilly does. And she does this every 2 to 3 months. I don't know if it's for attention or she get back on her meds or whatever the case may be. So she's up there talking about it to her. At one point, she said, "But what Rick talked about over there," meaning she's going to keep discussing it. That's the way I took it. But she also sent me an apology, and I'm sorry, Blast Walkers, when I was talking about all the money I sent you, I wrote in the chat, you sent me $120. And y'all, and the reason I'm saying this, because I don't want her making it sound like this lady sent me tons of money, because she didn't. She was sending tens and twenties. I thought it was $20 for a long time until she went over there with a receipt to Stanky Baby. Like she do when she get in one of those whatever kind of thing she be into at the moment when she do this every 2 to 3 months for attention to show it, and it said 120, and I said no. So when I started looking, and she changed her name back to Rose Gillis, and I looked on my phone. All of them jumped out Rose Gillis, and I said, "Girl, I didn't know that was you with this 10 here, 20 there, 10 here, there, because it wasn't all at one time." I say, and all those different names, and the last name was Psalms 21. Girl, put one name there, let it stay there, and let me acknowledge you. So I want to clear that up too. And I also wrote when she was apologizing. I also wrote in the chat, "I'm over it. You're good with me." Meaning, I don't mind if you come in my chat, but I'm not for the foolishness. I don't need an interview or none of that. That's what that means. Because I'm going to tell y'all something else some of y'all probably don't know. Skilly's going to always run back over there with Sharon Bradley and Stanky Baby. She probably behind the scenes with them now, talking to them, trying to get in good with us, trying to get some kind of tea or something where she can run back and tell it. So, I don't care about you coming to my chat, Skillet. But I still got my eye on you. You can't just do this every 2 to 3 months and thinking people gonna trust you right away. You just can't do that. And so, no, I'm not mad. I don't internalize, but I just want you to know that. Because that's what it sounds like to me. Another sub. Oh, the money. No, baby. Well, no, all the money. Don't do that, Skillet. But you're welcome in my chat. So let me continue. So then she goes on, if I'm not mistaken, I went to Tracy, and Tracy was showing all the receipts too. And she just made her rounds like she do when she come back. For some reason, I don't know. It's as if she think if she give everybody their mama an interview, that's bringing them clicks, views, and it's like she think people want to run and watch her do an interview. I don't know. Maybe at that moment she feels important or whatever. Maybe she's a lonesome old lady. I don't know. Maybe she needs attention. But like I said, she's always going to run back over to Sharon Bradley. That's been the history that I know of her for almost 3 years now. This is what she does. Then she gonna end up, if she give anybody any change, the tens and twenties, whatever, they add up to 100 or more. Then she gonna get in that mood where she get upset about something and come back and show the receipts. I gave them this, I did that. So y'all be careful. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, I went over to Blazes. Blazes also had the email also, and he had way more information. But the thing that's puzzling me right now, why that email cut off at a certain spot? Everybody getting the same thing, and you don't really see a whole long conversation. You see just a little short part of that interview, of that email. So he was over there telling everything, that went on. So evidently she been reaching out to everybody. And let me start looking at here so I can speak to some people this morning. Because when I'm talking, I have to look away because I don't want to get thrown off. You know. Good morning, Miss Cruiser, Sammy Dizzle, Paulette. Let me go back up. See who I missed. Miss Theo, asking for forgiveness and then going off. And exactly. And I know you've probably been around to know what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm not going for that, Miss Pretty Kimmy. I'm not doing all that. So no, I don't need an interview. No, you welcome in my chat, but I just really don't care though. But that is what she's doing. She's making her rounds. I don't know how many more people she went to, but that's what she did. Okay, so I don't know how much money she sent to anybody else, but y'all, it's gonna come up, and it's like she get mad for no reason at all. So Teresa was also showing, how it was illegal to do that. She put up a bunch of info, because she also got the same email. Okay, and I think it was a Teresa chat. Who was she talking to at the time when she said, "But with Rick Reed talking about over there," meaning she know he didn't want her to run her mouth too much and tell everything that was so called supposed to be secret. Okay, now back to what I was saying. So I think the backstroking is coming through because it's a lot of fraud, y'all, with that. It's just a lot of scamming going on with that. A lot of scamming going on with that. Now, I don't know if I got the email or not because I'm always letting that phone power down that I get my emails on. Matter of fact, I'm going to look at it. I'm quite sure I probably got something because I didn't watch Juicy Booty. But he did have a live on saying something about don't embellish or something, but I want to interest in watching because yesterday I said all I needed to say. I don't need to see anymore. Yeah, and I don't know if anybody watched it. I don't care if they hear. They can tell me a little bit if they want to, but I'm not interested in watching. So anyway, she acts as if she knows who's doing the scamming, okay? And she talked about the attorney and all this old kind of stuff, as if she knew everything. So anyway, y'all, I think she just wanted to feel important. And like I said, I recognize that there's a problem there, and that's why I'm not embellish. I'm not internalizing nothing and holding a grudge. I just know I got my side out. Okay, that's all I got to say about that. I got my side out. So now, mother snuck it alive on me this morning, y'all. I don't know. Had to be at least 4 or 5 o'clock my time. Had to be. And I don't know if it's still on or not, but I'm rolling the ball back and forth before I come on. So when I get off, I'm gonna have to go over there and see and watch them and see what's going on. Good morning, Car Lover. Car Lover. Now I get names mixed up, so if I'm not pronouncing it right, it's just hard to be pronounce a lot of names right. But anyway, business as usual. Okay. Business as usual. But he said something about the twins. And I think the twins is Burnt Kidney. I know it's probably Miss Kidney, Lady P, or whatever, and molded hairdo, y'all. Is that Stacky Baby? Because by me trying to roll the ball back and forth while I'm getting ready, I don't know what it is, but he said he's a social media influencer. And that he is, okay? And he still can shimmy without that music. You know what, Spilly Boy, when you see this? He was the reason that made me his influencer because I came on here trying to shake a leg myself from that song. It never was nothing about her. It was just a song that had a beat that we all decided we wanted to try to dance and do a little jig to. So I was trying to mimic him with that song. But he don't need that song. He don't need it. We can jump without it. Okay? Made me want to get up and dance when I was rolling the ball back and forth, sitting down, putting on my little socks and stuff. I'm shaking and doing the shimmy and standing up and doing the shimmy. We don't need that song. We don't need our song. It was just something fun to do. Simple that. Just fun. All right. And that's all we want to do. Now, for some reason, I think he called Trish out too. I hear Trish was over there on the panel going at it with Mona Simone over there. Was that IBAG panel? See, I wasn't privy to watching all that yesterday. Like I said, they either come on late at night or through in the light or through the morning. But anyway, you're right, Miss Philly. When you see this, I still can do my dance without the song. Let me show you, okay? Yeah. I got the music in me. I got the music in me. I got the music in me. Yeah, so yeah. So until everything gets straightened out. But like I said, I had my piano song, so to speak, as Stinky Baby put it, before all this started happening. Now, so now who's running scared? First you was claiming everything, now you're not claiming nothing no more. So it don't look like we're the ones running scared. You know, they was over there even Black scared to play that song. Yeah, Black ain't scared to play that song. Just in Black found here another song. And I still have my original song that I used to put on here when I first came on. You know, I said I'll play that once in a while too, because frankly, I kind of got tired of scratching my itch my scratch. You know, sometimes. And most of the time I played it when I had to put on my asking questions bonnet, or if I know I'm gonna be going in a little bit on Stanky, I ask some questions about Stanky, then I put the music to Stanky, put it on and got all my questions and stuff like that. Basically, that's what it is. So the conversation came up about Section 8 over there, Spillies, a minute ago. And I'm quite sure QB is on a lot of systems, which y'all, I wish I could have Section 8, tell the truth about it. I don't see nothing wrong with it. The reason why people talk about it down so much, because those people come on here dragging people that's not on Section 8, not making no sense, talking about their living situation, what they pay in the whole 9 yards, and I don't get it. So that's why we said, well, we work and we pay our bills. But like Billy said, I would love to get into Section 8. But I know here in California, I had a friend been on Section 8 who, Lord, still on it all her life that I know of. And the way it was explained to me, that you get 30%, you pay 30% of your rent. But then this other lady say like, if, and it go by the amount of children you have, if you got a voucher for $800 a month, but the rent is 15, 16 or more, they only gonna pay up to that 800 what your voucher is for, and you got to pay the over. So therefore, you can move in any house in any neighborhood. So I also heard that it's like that too. But now the people that got that HUD or whatever that pay $10 and $20 rent, I think that's when people get aid like welfare and get $500 or $600 a month. Their rent might be 10 or 20. That's another form of HUD. It's not Section 8. It's different from that HUD. And that most likely, most of the time, would be the projects. And then sometimes I don't know how they fill it out, but I never had a chance to get on it because for some reason I never thought like that. And I think it's my upbringing because I remember my dad never believed in welfare. He worked all his life to say he started working at 13 like they did way back in the day when it was a family full of boys. You know, they'll put them out of school to help work with the family. You know how it was back in the South back then. Worked all his life. Even my mother had a hair shop back then. It was just perm, press, and curl. You know back then how the shop was like that. Because I remember I wanted to sneak get on there with my first child. And I was still in the house. Oh no, my daddy play that. So I don't know how they work, but it just never fazed me to do that. And then I started working at 16. Then I've always worked. Work in the high school, attendance office at the school. Then I started training to be a bank teller and all this before I graduated. I've always worked. And then once I moved and I got married very early, met my husband very early. He was still a teenager, went to Pocatello, Idaho to college and went from it, came home just trade schools and stuff like that. Met my husband, we worked. So I don't know. So I think, I never had a chance to sign up on it. Didn't really know nothing about it that much until in the 80s when I met the friend I'm talking about that had been on there for years. So I guess it's different in different states. I don't know. But anyway, so then when he was discussing their lives, that is so true. When I watch people lives, I be wanting to see the chat, but some people move their chat because the chat is very interesting, very interesting, and it do show you how people move, and it shows you what type of people cling to what type of person, who they relate to or whatever. Like I got people relate to me that like to watch me, but at the same time though, it's like fun, funny, but there's some subbies who really internalize stuff. If somebody talking about something that they watch and they like, for example, Travel Off over there, he had people willing to do anything for him, follow people, kids around, knock on people's doors, go fight for them, all kind. So when you're watching your chat and then you got discernment and you see how people move as far as speaking in the chat, you can kind of figure out, oh, that's one of them nuts. Y'all get what I'm saying? And I said niggas really was saying it's interesting to him because he said he don't just watch Rico. He be wanting to see the interaction. So y'all, I find myself doing that too. The interaction. I watch some type of the chat, and I've heard people say to me, oh, your chat be lit, your chat be off the hook, and it'd be a lot of fun there in the chat. And when I wanted to premiere a video once, and I said, oh, let me show how to premiere this. And I remember mentioning it to Lady Nika. She said, but if you premiere it, you're not going to have your original chat. That's why I really don't want to premiere any of my older videos. I said I was going to start premiering some of my older videos when I first started. But the original chat won't be there. I want the original chat to be there. Back then when I was in TSCC and Magistrate, I want that original chat. That was off the hook. And it tells you a lot about the history here of some of these channels back then. There, if I find some, the chat ain't too engaging, it ain't too much, whatever y'all call it, then I might premiere, but I want my original thing. So the best thing for me, sometime I post some on my community board, because so y'all can see the original chat back then for people that haven't been around, and it'll tell you a lot. It really does. And so I said, okay, that's, I'm going to do that. So yeah, that is fun. And some people remove their chat immediately. And I remember I started off moving my chat too. And then I said, no, I want people to know when they watch my replay, everything that was said, the whole 9 yards, because it does make it interesting. It makes it fun. It really makes it fun. Now, let me move along to something else. Now, this morning when I was reading, y'all heard, okay, now, I never heard the expression, yeah, true, Ozam, that a baby born with a veil over their face. So when I was looking at that this morning, somebody's kind of saying it because they was kind of speaking about Olivia and everything, things she speak on like that. And I read further, I said, born with a veil. What that is, when I look further, is psychic abilities. They say, people used to say back in the day, oh, the baby born with a veil over their face. But I've never heard that expression. I've always only heard the expression, a gift, and a gift from God, but then later on, and to me, that means like practice, things like that. Prophet and all that in the church these days, which we know the true prophets was back then biblical. There ain't no real true prophet with it. Jehovah's Witness seems to say that most of them over there in New York in their main office, I don't know. But back then, Moses and all them, they were prophets or whatever. And it is, I look at it as a gift of the Spirit. But also, there's a thin line right there. Some people use it for good, the gift. And then they say when you're not using it for good, that's when the sorcery come in, and the reading of the palms, the psychic stuff, like what's her name, Skillet, Gay, Trap Mouth over there, Spiritual Bath, and start reaching out over there. Now, Stanky Baby came on here as a prophet, so she's right on that thin line where she's not a prophet. God don't know you like that. He's like, get thee behind me, Satan. Because don't no prophet of God, no real woman of God acts the way she acts. Okay? Yeah. So I said, really? I never heard that. So maybe it was a term used in different areas or whatever, but I'm telling y'all, I never heard born with a veil. And I learned something new every day. And that's what the expression is around. You're never too old to learn anything. You never, and that's true. Once name. Oh, okay. I'm just now looking at the thing. Let me start speaking. And then I'm gonna drop the link, but let me start speaking too. I didn't know Olivia was here. See, y'all be looking off when I'm talking. Which I was gonna get ready to drop it anyways. It's been 30 minutes. Y'all know I like to run my mouth first on the subjects that I be wanting to get into. Okay, there we go. But let me do some speaking too as well. I think I dropped the link. Let me go up a little bit and read what's going on in the chat. Good morning, Voodoo Queen. You're most welcome. That's D7. Welfare is beneficial to those who use it, not for those who abuse it. There's nothing wrong with getting help, but there's the people who want you using the system and mess it up for those. And exactly. And like Spelly was saying, there's nothing wrong with it. People worked all their life for that. You get to a point where you get sick or whatever and can't work no more, you're entitled to that. But then you got some just left on there, never worked a day in their life. Good morning, Smooth Whiskey, Tennessee, Church Lady Reed. You know, let me see. You poor fire. Is Olivia going to go off? What? Something else happened? Rock Black, Earthy Black. Something happened? Okay, for to get a little juice or something I didn't know. Good morning, Miss Olivia.
Hey, Bless, how you doing?
I'm okay, babe.
Did you before I drag this heifer?
But let me
God
turn this up.
damn it! Bless,
Dirty.
I'm gonna have to call you back. I just got a phone call and it drowns out my sound. I'll be right
Okay.
back. Lord
All
have
right.
mercy.
That's cool. So let me finish speaking. You are right about that bless. At least I haven't seen one like her. Yeah, I haven't seen that either. Good morning, Tracy's World. Let me go back up and see if there's anybody I missed. I'll be trying to speak as I go along sometime. Sour Patch or whatever. And I'll try to read some of these comments too. Because a lot of people like to make comments that don't like to come on the panel and say anything, so that's cool too. Because I can, answer you from here. Like I did in the beginning, before I even did this StreamYard. Let me see. Wow, I was on here for months before I even did this StreamYard for months. Yes, I was. I'm going to drop the link again too, just in case it go up too far. Y'all see my info right there. Thank you, Sammy Dizzle. So I wish I could have said good morning, official D Spot. Didn't watch everything, but anything I may have missed, I'm quite sure y'all know what it is. But like I said, I'm not really anyways. And I know, Skillet, you in the bushes, baby. You can speak anything, but like I said, I don't care about it. I don't care about all that. You jumping on panels and all like that because I know where it's gonna go in 2 or 3 months. I'm already knowing that. She'll never ever stop being over there with Sean Bradley or Stanky Baby because she ran to Stanky Baby when she had so-called receipts of all of this money, you know what I'm saying, that she had given me. And I'm sorry for using all those different names and yeah, okay. All right, that's a Miss Olivia. Evidently something went on that I don't know, girl. Do tell.
Hey, Bless.
Good morning.
So, well, first of all, I drag this bitch like I was getting ready to say. Um, did you have a question? The reason why you probably heard the term veil different because um we probably got a different definition of that down
Hmm.
south. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? And so maybe it's a cultural thing. That's all. But when you
Hmm.
said psychic abilities down here, instead of saying somebody got psychic abilities, we would say somebody got the gift of discernment or something like that. That's all. It's
Okay.
just semantics. Do you see what I'm saying? That's all.
Oh, okay. Because
Just,
I never heard that term before,
right.
and I was just reading it this morning. And
Hmm.
matter of fact, I'm trying to find where I was reading it. Um, I said, well, I learn something every day. I never heard that term. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking maybe it was whatever part of the state you was in or whatever. I always heard gifted. And like you said, discernment of the spirit. And it's not a bad thing. I'm just
No,
saying,
no, it's not a bad. My grandmama was born with a veil over her eyes. No, and she put it in a tin can, and I still got the tin can. It's
mhm.
never supposed to be opened.
See, and
And as
that's
far as
another term. That's another term you're using. So put in a tin can. What that mean? Use it if you need to use it, or some of discernment come from you. See,
no,
because you use the terms that I haven't heard. Is all I'm saying.
no, it just meant that it's a sacred gift, and you should
Oh,
always lock it away. Because it's a gift from God, and so we
go.
was termed to always pass it down, but never open it, and hopefully in hopes that the gift will stay in your family, because it's
Oh,
considered to be a gift from God down here.
okay. And I
And
called
so,
it a God given gift, just like any gift, of discernment, of
right,
prophecy. Yeah, I get
right,
it now. So, yeah, it was just a different way pronounced then. Okay. See, I
yeah,
didn't understand that at first. And like I say, that's what I mean. So, I guess it is a cultural thing. I guess it
right,
is, you know, uh, now my parents, let me say this, we're from originally from the South, and I never heard that before, but I get
mhm,
exactly what you're saying. We just
yeah,
speak it in different terms, you
yeah.
know.
That's all.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
That's
thanks for
all.
clearing that up for me then.
Different
Yeah.
regions. That's all.
Huh?
Different regions got different ways, but we all black folks at the end of the day.
That's true. That
You
is
know,
so true. I'm trying to find what made me say that. I'll be reading on the YouTube, I'll be reading on the alley and everywhere.
right.
And
And but phenomenal. Yeah, I do have my own platform, and I can drag the bitch. But the only thing the bitch is doing is trying to get me to do another video about her because she's trying to deflect away from the fact that she been popped. Okay, and since I don't want to do a fucking video, I figure I'd come on Miss Bless channel and tell this bitch what I gotta tell her real quick. But I don't mind getting a click and a view and some money, bitch. Every time I drop a motherfucking video, I get paid, bitch. Do you? Don't worry about my platform, bitch. Worry about yours. Okay? Every time I come up here, one of you motherfuckers got something to say, bitch, don't worry about me. Okay? Because I can do my own video and make some money off of it. Okay, bitch? All right? I'm over here on Bliss Walk because I don't get paid for being over here, bitch. All right? I just don't want to do a video on my page to get a bitch no more shine. All right? But I can because that's what she want me to do. And I don't want to because that bitch don't run me like she run a whole lot of people on these motherfucking YouTube streets. Okay? I'm just motherfucking saying, bitch, stay in your lane. I
yeah,
keep
she not
telling y'all
running.
all the time, stay in your lane. Y'all don't never stay in y'all lane. Then you want to be in your feelings when I have to cut you motherfuckers out. I'm just anyway, blessed. Sorry about that. I'm
Yeah,
sick of it.
well,
Every
I'm
time,
listening to you and I'm reading at the same time.
yeah, every
And
time I come over here, that big bulldogging looking bitch got something to motherfucking say. I get sick of that shit. And I be trying not to say that, and I don't want to disrespect you or your platform, but bitch, you need to leave me alone because I'm not fucking with you. I don't know you, bitch. Okay, you need to get out your feelings. I don't know you for real. I ain't never made a video about you or nothing, bitch. You big bulldogging looking bitch. Okay, yes, bitch, phenomenal. I'm talking to you, bitch. Okay, did
oh,
I stutter?
Phenomenal said something. Oh, okay. Let me go in my chat and see.
That
Because
bitch
I'm reading
always
while I'm talking
motherfucker.
to
She
you.
the same dumb
I
bitch
was just
that
gonna
gave up
ask you
her
who you talking
motherfucking
about.
ranch. Yeah, she the same dumb bitch that cared
Okay.
more about me being on your platform than caring about being a motherfucking moderator for you. Okay? Now that will tell you the mindset of a motherfucker like that. All right? I'm just motherfucking you bitches is basic. I don't know what else to say. Just ain't the day for that shit. All right? Anyway, Bliss, let me tell you what's going on. So I was over there in Mother Chat minding my own business, right? So
Mm-hmm.
one of my Porsche watchers lets me know that this bitch over there got my name in her mouth and deflecting, okay, because she in her feelings, okay, because I did a reaction video about her yesterday, and I'm talking about the filter fish over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she over there deflecting and worried about what the fuck I said about her on my reaction video. Now this bitch knows she don't want me to drag her motherfucking ass, but she also realized that she need to deflect. And the motherfucker's so simple on her channel that they don't even get what's going on. Bitch, you rather for me to cuss your ass out so they can get their mind on that instead of the fact that you still, no, bitch, I'm not bitter. Your mama bitter, bitch, okay? Why I gotta be bitter? I don't know none of you hoes. Bitter about what? About what, bitch? I just got a foul mouth and I ain't with the shit. Okay? Your mama loud, country, and ignorant. Anyway, let me start reading these comments. I'm gonna focus on this bitch, okay? So anyway, so she's over there doing a reaction video to the reaction video I did about her, right? Cause she in her motherfucking feelings, cause she wanted to deflect, cause they done tripped her ass up once again, right? Cause
Mm-hmm.
she wanted to deflect away from the fact that they finna pop her motherfucking ass, cause she lied and said she owned that song that she done gave a whole lot of people strikes about, right? They done
Right.
figured out what the fuck she was doing. So instead of that, she would rather deflect away from that situation. Bitch, I know what you're trying to do, 5A. Okay, bitch? That's the reason why, no, bitch, I'm not making a video about you. Yes, I can drop a video and get paid. And as far as you worried about what the fuck I'm doing, bitch, no, I didn't get the correlation between what is his name, Joe Biden and your basic ass, bitch. Bitch, you so motherfucking dumb. Why would I ever put two and two together when it comes to you and politics with your basic ass? Bitch, you don't even know the basics, the politics of YouTube. Because if you did, bitch, you wouldn't continue to get popped. Okay? I'm just
Wow.
motherfucking saying. Like I'm confused by this bitch. I don't know why everybody. And as far as me bringing up the fact of a blackout, if you turn over black or out, the people said no, bitch. They don't want to black you out. It is what the fuck it is. Bitch, you is not special. You are not impressing anybody, bitch. And who told you to do that fucking shit? The way your channel is the one gonna get snatched because you done lied to YouTube. So you play the
Exactly.
basic bitch game. All
And,
right.
and I didn't know she was over there talking about you again, but you're right about that. She's running scared, and she over there saying we're scared. Now she backstroking. It wasn't her. I don't play the song myself. I mean, on and on with her and QB
Right.
came on here giggling and laughing. Now they
Right.
want to backtrack. That's
Right.
why I had to come on here and tell QB I wasn't taking up her when I was talking about the strike and it came to Miss Cruz. I showed proof and everything. You know, no, I wasn't doing nothing for her. I just wanted to remove because Miss Cruz didn't want to be involved in that. Okay, that's all that was. No way, shape, form, or fashion.
Right.
Taking up old Stank Nation over there, but I didn't know she's over there going off on you. I didn't even watch her yesterday.
Well, I don't even call it I don't even call it going off on me because the bitch is so basic she can't never go off on me. The bitch can't even go off on herself. Okay, like really, I am not impressed by this shit, bitch. Okay, I didn't even get my. I wasn't even riled up about. I was more riled up about what's going on in the country yesterday as opposed to doing a reaction video about this bitch. Do you see? Bitch, I am not impressed, bitch. It's just the fact that you're trying to get over on them once again and trying to deflect off of me, bitch. So no, bitch, I'm not doing a video about you. But I will come over here because I know you listen, bitch. You're very attentive to what, because you so tender-hearted, bitch, and you so lame and you so insecure that you worried about everything everybody say about you, bitch. So I know you can hear this, bitch. So, Fi Babe, this is my response to your reaction video about my reaction video, bitch. Fuck you. Do better, bitch. Okay? I just want to give her that response, bless, and all this other stuff. I don't even give a fuck. But that's what she doing. She trying to deflect away from the fact that she already done got 2 strikes. She get 1 more strike. They're gonna block her IP address off. They're gonna snatch her channel permanently. That's what she need to worry about.
Yeah,
that's what
and
she's
that's
trying
why
to
she
deflect away
and
from.
that is why she's deflecting and running scared. But before we go on, and welcome Kimmy, I see you. What's his name over there? Spicy Dicey. Boy, you be dragging the hell out of me over there on this stick out, and you the only one to do it. I'm surprised. Wow. I know you love Brianna, you over there all the time. But other people say stuff, but you really be on it. You really be on it, but it's funny. It's all good. Welcome. Go ahead, y'all.
Yeah, who cares? That motherfucker
Yeah.
jumped up because I jumped on the live. That's another one of them stalker motherfuckers that be honey, that be stalking me too. I don't even and then I heard you saying something about yesterday about Lipstick Alley. I don't look at that shit.
Yeah.
I don't look at that trash rag over there. Why would I? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
it ain't changing nothing. They ain't doing nothing but making my channel pop. So let them do what they do. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's their job. At first, I used to didn't understand what Lipstick Alley was. I used to always hear Duchess talking about Trolletta, but Trolletta cool. He come in here sometime, and everybody do what they do. But this spicy person, oh my God, y'all, he be saying something the most about your old girl right here. I'm just taking his stride, keep on pushing.
Well, that weirdo be waiting for me to jump on the panel so he or she can come for me. Like, I don't even care. Like, okay.
Yeah, man, he be saying the most horrific, the most worst stuff over there. But like I said, that's his job. I guess that's what he do. You know,
I never see it. If you don't look, that's what blessed. If you don't look, if you don't read it, then baby, it don't matter. You don't even have to,
it's not matter now. I just want to tell because this is my first time even seeing him in my chat. So, you know, he just something that Louis Arms. It's just crazy. You know, I'm just surprised to see him here.
Yeah.
So anyway, these are my guests, y'all. So they welcome on my chat. I'll open my chat to everybody and my panel. So yeah,
but I appreciate you letting me I appreciate you, Bless, let me speak my piece about that simple ass bitch because she want me to do a video. People gotta stop doing what people want them to do around here. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, like I said what I said, and the bitch know that I was telling the truth. And everybody, it really, I don't even know, she just deflecting off of me. But everybody else that spilled tea on it because I didn't even realize until last night that they had contacted the guy that created the song. I didn't even I was listening at Mimi checking fake hoes video, and before that it was Rick Reed, and I didn't know that lady, that Rose lady, I didn't know that. I didn't even know that she was still around. So she's still around being nasty. I didn't even know.
Every 2 to 3 months, like I said. You know, and after she get through doing what she's doing with everybody on their panels, then she gonna run back over there to old Trout Mouth, discuss us, show some receipts, who she gave money to, and just gonna do all kind of stuff. Then she gonna come back and apologize and I'm sorry and you know the whole 9 yards. You know,
Right. I
um,
had no
it
idea.
is
As
what
far
it
as
is.
and then let me say this, Bless. Spicy Dicey. The reason why I'm always on your mind, I guess you did get hard when you listen to my Louis Armstrong
Woo.
voice, bitch. Okay, don't be jacking off to me in your bathroom or whatever. None of you hoes, all you hoes that be trying to talk to me. Okay, I realize what it is, okay? But do your due diligence, honey, but keep that to yourself. You need to stop letting people know that you feel that way about me, bitch. That's what you need to
Again,
stop doing.
far as my guest coming on, I already know Kimmy me. You know, I enjoy her tea. Miss Olivia, I know when she said drop the link, I know it had to be something. So I'm already know what she gonna give. So I'm not having a problem with it myself. Okay.
I know you don't,
You know,
Bless.
I'm
You
not
know what I
having a
mean?
problem with it because if I felt like I'm gonna have a problem, I would have said no, but I don't. I enjoy these
Right.
ladies up here and
Right.
many more.
Let me tell you this real fast, but here we go. I love it when they say, I pose to be fake conscious or whatever, right? Which means I'm woke. But the question is, you white motherfuckers, are y'all woke to the fact that Trump got y'all out here showing y'all true face? That he got y'all looking like the bloodthirsty dogs that y'all really are? Is that why you're mad at me? Huh? Cause I ain't never been a coon bitch. Okay, I always have spoke the truth about you Anglos. Is that why you're really mad at me? Is that what's going on? Cause y'all boy got y'all out here looking stupid. Can we talk about that? Huh? Since they worried about me, I'm just motherfucking saying. What about
Well,
your boy got y'all out here looking stupid? Huh? What about your boy got y'all out here great burn the motherfucking country down because you motherfuckers is dumb and ignorant as fuck? You can't get out the South. You can't get away from antebellum slavery. You can't get over being motherfucking racist. What about that? Can we talk about that? I'm just motherfucking saying.
we're gonna talk about that, and I need to talk about this too.
Okay,
Wow,
I'm
I
through,
got
blessed. I
over
just want to say that I
280
get
here.
through
I
them
got
crackers.
60 likes. You know, if y'all forgot, go ahead and hit that like.
Man,
But thank
I'm
you
sorry,
for
but I just had to
as
say
well.
that, blessed, because I realized it's a whole bunch of these crackers. Them the motherfuckers that be talking about me. Okay, I'm not impressed. I know who you motherfuckers are. Okay, that don't change nothing. All right. And I don't come over here every day either. You better tell them, Bless, I don't come over here every day. All right? I got my own platform, bitch. Why would I come over here every day? Huh?
Well, he just antagonizing you, Miss Olivia.
Oh, I'm done. I'm just saying, but the
Yeah.
reason why they're mad, I'm just telling them, I know why they're mad at me, Bless. That's all. I know why
Oh,
they're mad
okay.
at me.
We're gonna
And I don't give
okay,
a
go ahead.
fuck. It ain't changing nothing.
Yeah. But like I said, you're right, Laura. I think he just really liked me because Spicy Dicey, y'all should hear the things to be said. But go ahead, Miss Kimmy. What's up, baby?
Good morning. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
chat. Good morning, Miss Olivia. Hey, Miss
How you
Black.
doing? How you doing?
All right. So I a couple of things, guys, and I'm gonna hop right back off, Miss Bless. You know I love the chat. So
Uh,
number one, I just to kind of circle back to what you were talking about earlier with public assistance. I'm a proud recipient of public assistance, and let me tell you how. Um, when I went to college, yes, I received scholarships, but I also received federal student aid. And that is a form of public assistance. And I've been very proud to receive such. Number two, I'm a product of a single parent home once my mom and father split. My mom's worked 3 or 4 jobs and got food stamps and assistance. So and lived in low rent housing. So I am a proud recipient and very thankful of the government assistance that my family, my mom and I both have received at times. What I would say as well is that no one has a problem with anyone receiving assistance because everyone needs a helping hand. The problem sometimes comes in though when you come on these kinds of platforms. It's something that happens to some people when they hit this link. And I think a lot of times people get it real twisted and very, very confused. Just because you are a content creator or you have a platform does not give you the right to demean, diminish, or tear others down or to make fun of people's way of life. The problem with Stanky Babe and QB and Queen Bus and certain other ones in their camp is they're very, very condescending. And every time you turn around, they're talking about someone's living conditions. They're talking about people's looks and all these other things that really shouldn't matter. We can roast and gag one another, but they need to be very clear that if you roast and gag me on how I look, I'm going to roast and gag you about how you look. That's just the way it goes. And you reap what you sow. You reap negativity, and that's why they get it back. So I just want to be clear. Ms. Blessed, no one else is making fun of anyone else that has received assistance. What we're talking about are people who are so high and mighty and so negative on other people's lives, but then can't, it's like they can dish it, but they can't take it.
Right.
Exactly. And I don't, and right now, I wish I would get food stamps and have some Section 8 like that. I don't see nothing wrong with
Pretty
making you
Kimmy,
work for it.
can I say
I
something
would
to
love to
Pretty
have it.
Kimmy? Pretty Kimmy, I just want to say, baby, that the reason why they poverty shame people, which is the correct term of what they doing, or Kim, are you Pretty Kimmy?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't want to use the wrong name. I'm sorry.
No.
The reason why they poverty shame is, which is what they're doing, is because they come from nothing and they still have nothing, and they feel like they have to play like the rich or above people because they are insecure about their lifestyles. A lot of people have it hard in this country, and from what you explained, the way that you came up and the way that you done moved and did what you had to do to make it, that is very commendable. Okay, there's nothing wrong with needing help every once in a while, but then you got people that are embarrassed of their situations, and that's how they deflect away from it.
Yeah.
So I commend you for realizing what the real deal is. I don't understand why black people poverty shame other black people when we got it so hard overall in this country. There's
Yeah.
no need for that, in my opinion. So
I
I
agree.
commend you for standing, standing
Well,
in what you had to go through. A
yeah,
lot of us have to go through
a
that in this
lot of
country.
us.
And
A
guess what?
lot
It
of
ain't
us.
nothing wrong with it. I don't care
It's
what nobody
nothing.
says.
And right. And let me address somebody in the chat. Gummy Bammers, just because I'm speaking white people this morning don't mean I won't fire your ass up and send Miss Blessed a cash out. Now, so Kimmy, you're 45 with kids on YouTube all day too, receiving food stamps. No, bitch. I work a motherfucking job, hoe. Okay. I'm not 40 motherfucking 5, bitch. Okay, and I don't receive fucking food stamps. Okay, what I am saying to you is that my mother received assistance for a period of time when I was a child, and she and my father divorced. What I also said was when I was in college, bitch, I received federal student aid, bum. As a result, bitch, I was then able to get my degree. And yes, I am gainfully employed, bitch, and have been so since I was 4th motherfucking teen. Get into it. So the next time you address me in the chat, ho, have your facts straight. And
Okay,
don't
so
do
now
that shit
I was
no
gonna
more.
say this. I want to say this, but first let me say thank you, Tracy for the super chat. Thank you, Vishati 7 for the super chat. Now I think that maybe it started for some reason. They must have been ashamed of their parents, and what I mean by that, at one point in time, maybe their parents had to accept some aid. May have lost a job, got sick, or whatever the case may be, and that probably was friends had parents that worked, and then that maybe they were embarrassed. Now it followed them into their adulthood to where they need to get it and they're ashamed of it. They want to hide it. If I get some food stamps, I'm gonna come on here and show y'all my card, the whole 9 yards. I want some food stamps.
Well, I don't see nothing wrong with people doing whatever they have to do to take care of
That's
their
what I'm
family and their
saying.
kids.
That's what it is. They were ashamed for some reason. I don't know
And the
why they're
person that
ashamed.
just typed that to Gummy, don't worry about that, Pretty Kimmy. That's clearly an Anglo. That's a stereotype. You got kids, you on food stamps, you on Section 8, and you on YouTube all day, and you 45 and got child. Look, don't pay attention to that crap. Them
Right.
motherfuckers
It's
like
like
that. They don't. That shit don't bother me
you
at
can't
all.
spray me with my own tea, but get my tea
Exactly.
correct. I don't have children. I'm not
Exactly.
able to have
Exactly.
children. So let's be fucking clear. All right.
Yeah,
And I don't appreciate that.
Kimmy, let me stop you right there, baby. They done gave me a whole house full of kids, and I'm sitting over here when I was younger. I wish that I would have had kids. I probably could have had a kid when I was a freaking teenager. But I was trying to be good and right and do what my parents told me to do. See, those are the stereotypes that they place on us, not knowing the whole time. They don't know what the freak they talking about. I ain't had a kid in this whole damn world. But let them tell you, I got a house full of kids. I live in the projects. I'm on this, that, and the other. Not knowing the whole time that, bitch, I wish I had kids. What is you talking about?
I adore children. So
Me too.
I wish I had them, but no, I don't. And the Miss O made a good point. She says public parks, schools, grants, stimuluses. If you receive anything of the sort, bitch, congratulations. You're a recipient
Guess
of public
what?
assistance.
Guess what, pretty Kimmy? Especially when it comes to assistance. When you went to college, I had assistance when I went to college too. I have hardworking parents. You know, they work jobs all their life. Do you see what I'm saying? So if I could, whatever kind of assistance I could get when I went to school, you best believe that I freaking applied for it. Okay? Because my
Right.
parents struggled hard to get me through school. All right, because they wanted me to do that because they couldn't do that. Do you see what I'm saying? So I am proud of that.
And Voodoo Queen just said everybody gets stamps because of the Rona. I heard that out here in California too. I think I'm about to call and find out. No matter who it is, no matter what the income, because of the Rona, y'all, I'm about to get me some stamps. Now I got 96 people now watching at 90 likes. Can we hit this like before we move on? Can I at least get 100? I can't get 10. 150 be idea. What's up? I know
And then they can start back half of them
because otherwise I can stop for a second, but I don't want to do that. So can y'all please give me some more likes? Thank you very much. Carry on, ladies.
Yeah. So
all I know is if you feel like you're in a position where you have to get assistance for your family, don't let nobody power shame you. At the end of the day, when it comes to these Anglos, it's more Anglos getting assistance in this country than it is black people. So maybe they jealous of that. Do you see what I'm saying? And if you black and you getting assistance for whatever reason, bitch, just charge it up to motherfucking reparations, okay? Because your ancestors done paid for any money, any little bit of change that you get out of this raggedy ass country. All right, do that. They can't even keep their shit
over there. QB can get every kind of assistance that he wants because the position that he in, he probably already, we already know he got some kind of.
Yes, dummy. Yes, bitch. I went all the way through school. Okay?
You know, that's the way, bitch.
Right. And Gummy, here's the thing. No, baby, I'm not pressed like a panini. You are. You in the chat lobbing stereotypes. Nobody even said any of that. No, you are way off base. This shit is not about me. It is really not about Miss Olivia. Miss Bless is holding a forum and we're having a fucking discussion. Part of the discussion was, why do people roast and gag on people that get government assistance or subsidies? Right. My fucking point is, people are going to continue to roast and gag people like Fabe and QB because they are condescending and they're always talking about people's looks, people's housing, people's living situations, and they're reaping what they're sowing. But I also said that there's not a problem if you're receiving assistance as a hands up, because that is what it's there for. Let's be clear. You lobbed a stereotype at me, Gummy Bama, and you got this work. All right, Miss Bless. Let me cash app you, baby. Love y'all. Let me go back down in the chat.
Thank you for coming up.
Kimmy. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Kimmy.
Awesome.
Okay, so about the food stamp now. If I was in a position where I can get food stamps, I will. And even where I live at, they have you can't be on welfare. You have to have a minimum income of 14 a month. And they move people into 30%, 50%, 75%, 100%. I wish I could be 30%. I'm 100%. My rent over $1,000. Come on, y'all. So I would gladly accept some assistance in food stamps. And then I just heard Voodoo Queen, somebody else just said that people get stamps because of the Rona. I'm gonna have to check that out. I've been heard that, but I just haven't did it. But I'm going to check it out and see that you can get them no matter what your income is. This is what I hear. So y'all that want them, and go ahead and get them if you need them, and if you can use them, get them. And I will come on in and show my card. I would be so happy and proud of my stamps.
The reason why people get extra assistance right now, Bliss, is because our economy is crumbling. Our economy is crumbling as well as our democracy. We're in the midst of a freaking global pandemic. I seen online where people, I think it was in Florida, in California, where there were long, long lines of people, miles long, trying to get, what do you call it, free food and
Right.
stuff like that. And these are hardworking people, and they lost their job, and they can't even feed their kids. So what? I'm confused. And so what? You supposed to have so much pride that you sit there and let your kids starve? Is that what we doing? Wow.
No. And then a lot of people went homeless. That's why I had to thank God every day, Olivia, that I got
Yeah.
family. Because some of them don't even have family to even live in an overflow. Overflow
Yeah.
meaning not your own place, but still got a roof and live with family, friends, or whatever. You got a lot of, it already was bad, but you got a lot of people lost their place of residence and with children. I know I was out there feeding the homeless, and I can't even go out there every weekend like I used to because of the
Right.
Rona. They don't want people out there really doing it because of the Rona. But I
Right.
feel bad for the people out there that have lost their homes and their cars and everything because of the Rona. And they're getting a little stimulus check, but then what was that going to do? Well, get some food, buy a couple coats in wintertime or whatever like that. And I still get supplies donated to me, so I will take clothes around the street, around the corner, not too far down. With every 4 or 5 blocks out here, I put to you in California, I don't care what area you're in, you're going to see some homeless. That's just what it is. You're going to see them with their tents and stuff.
Right.
So I'd rather go up and down the street and drop off stuff to them, gloves and stuff like that. I just feel bad. So yeah, if I was them, I'll go take any assistance that they're offering. Any assistance because they need it right now. So everybody's not fortunate.
Yeah, I've spoke many times about me working with homeless people for years, and people don't even realize a lot of people are one paycheck away from a job. Do you see what I'm saying? You wouldn't realize how many professional people with careers are homeless. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm talking college professors that they became homeless, they lost their job, their tenureship or whatever. Maybe they got on drugs, maybe they were alcoholics, maybe they just made a wrong turn in the road. You be surprised how many people that come from wealthy families are homeless because their family got tired of dealing with them and drugs, and they just finally turned their backs on them. There's a whole lot of reasons why people become homeless, especially right now in the midst of a global pandemic. I can't imagine how many people are homeless right now because they lost a business, a small business or something like that. People's lives have been destroyed, by the pandemic.
Out here, Miss Olivia, there's no such thing no more as good neighborhood, because when you go to these so-called good neighborhoods, and you got the shopping centers over there too, well, you got people camping out over there too in those so-called good neighborhoods. And then the perception is homeless people, like you say, drugs, alcohol. No, we out there feeding the homeless. It be people actually that lost a job, waiting for some kind of aid to come through. Maybe 10 to 15% is mental. The other 10-15% might be drugs. The rest of them are just regular people who fell on hard times. So people always think that they're mental, they this and that. That's not true. So go in any neighborhood, you're going to see 2, 3, or maybe more homeless people. So I don't know what a good neighborhood is no more, as far as I'm concerned. Anywhere you go, and you're right, all of the white collar workers, blue collar workers, whatever, has lost their income.
Right. And it's real sad what's going on in this country right now. And then you get a couple of ignorant fools on here trying to poverty shame people when millions of Americans
they be doing it, because clearly she's on some kind of aid when she first came on here drinking that Christian Brothers in the morning. Yes, the way she looked clearly, and she still getting some kind of aid. She got to be. Well, I know Queen Bus is, but those the ones over there being looking down on everybody else. You can tell by when he had that fight and he showed the apartment he lived in.
It's just insecure. They're insecure about their living situation, Bliss, because you know what? They're too old to be living like that. That's the reason. That's the reason why they're insecure. That's why they got to come over here and fake the funk. Like, why is Fat Babe living somewhere where it looked worse than where I used to live when I was in college? Like, I can't make it make sense.
And then he shared bathroom. I heard he shared kitchen allegedly, but then they just act like they ain't used to nothing. Which they
Right.
probably not, because
Yep.
Stank baby
Yep.
brother came on and did an interview with back, and everybody saw that, the one that's locked up in prison for murder.
Yep.
The interview that he did when he described how they were raised over there in the projects, he described all that. So maybe that's why she's ashamed of it, because it reminded her of her childhood days. But I put my hand on the chopping block. If she's not getting some kind of aid, she is, kudos for you. And by Spicy Dicey, I heard Laurie actually say, we like you over here. I know you love me. That's why you're over there talking bad about me every day. So I had to throw that in there too. But yeah, they getting their aid, and they ashamed of it. I wouldn't be ashamed of it. I really wouldn't, y'all. I'm gonna get me some food stamps. Every time I try somebody saying it, now I'm hearing on here that anybody can get them, gonna get me some and be proud of it. Oh Lord, gonna have me some cry balls and everything, because we can't afford to do that every day.
I'm glad you mentioned that about the communities and stuff like that, because when I first got married, of course we did the thing about let's move out of our community and
Right.
let's go to other communities. I didn't feel safe the whole time I was in that other community. Honey, I had to move back down in my own community. Okay, so I could
Exactly.
feel safe and sleep at night. So I'm not impressed by that stuff.
I'm not
I'm
even.
just not.
I'm not even, because see, we know what we're gonna do. We know what to expect from our own people.
Right.
But now you got the ones next door to you, the different races, that the Caucasian, they do stuff just like
Yeah.
us blacks do stuff, but they might have some dead bodies buried in their yard. Who knows? They
Yeah.
might have a meth lab. We don't know what's going on next door. So what do you
Right.
mean so-called neighborhood? We know what our
Right.
young men's gonna come outside and do.
Exactly.
Whatever we already know that. So I don't want to be around nobody sneaky. Like my sister lived way out there in this so-called good area. And I
Right.
said, no, I don't want to move nowhere like that. I want to be amongst a mixed neighborhood, so to speak,
Right.
with everybody. I don't want to be in those so-called, because you don't know what these people doing. They do way worse stuff than us. Then they want to blame everything on us. Like the riots and stuff be going on. People paid to go out there and protest. All the white supremacists and all. No, I don't want to live in no neighborhood like that.
Nope. But look what they doing now though.
And
They
I
up
didn't
there,
want my
trying
kids in
to
no
put up the
neighborhood like
White
that,
House.
where they can only be the black person in the school. I cried when I was like 13, when we had to move to an area and it was just 9 of us blacks in that school. Oh no, I was going to move downtown with my older sisters. I wanted to get back to that mixed school. I don't want to be in no area like that. I don't want to, like the way, who was that describing they was in that area? I think Monique Samuels, that was on Housewives of Potomac. A couple more people that we watch on TV was saying how they brought up. Nat King Cole's daughter was saying how she was brought up and she wanted her hair to be like the white people.
Oh
That's
no.
miserable.
Oh
In
no.
an area like that.
My
And
parents
everybody
would never
talking
put
about
me
your
through
hair and
nothing
calling
like
you
that.
Pinky Nanny and all kind of names in the
Yeah.
school. Oh no,
Yeah.
I wouldn't dare
My
subject my
parents
kids
would
to that.
never put me through nothing. Like they tried to get my nephew last year to go to, because he played football real good, and they tried to get my niece to pretty much send him to a private school, and the only thing they wanted him there for is because he played football, right? And but we
Right.
never gave,
Wow.
and
I was
it's a
getting ready to say that
predominantly
too. I was
yes, a
getting ready to say
predominantly
that.
white school. And guess what? My nephew would not ever be doing nothing like that. That would never, ever, ever happen. And I told Brenda, if she didn't hurry up telling people to get out of the house, by the time I get there, if they not gone, it's gonna be a problem. Because how dare you try to come to my family and think we stupid and gonna do something like that?
Right. Because my brother, he played against the rival team from the area we moved from. It's two of this blacks on the football team for the new place with my father moved us to, from the school where it was mixed people. Most of that team was blacks, Mexicans, couple whites. So he became playing against them, but he hated it. But that white school loved the fact that he was on that team over there. They didn't have no other black team. So you right about them teams with your nephew.
Yeah,
No, don't
we're not doing
yeah,
that. But he
right.
gonna stay right. My nephew is a straight A student, and he plays sports because he needs to get into college. Now after that, he can be whatever he want to be. But he probably won't even want to be a pro football player. He got a plan. He's just good at it. It's just one thing
Right.
that he's good at. But they
That's
didn't
what
want him there for his grades. Okay, they didn't want him there because he excels in coding and STEM and stuff like that. They wanted him there so they can try to make some kind of gains off the sweat of his brow, like he a
Well,
freaking slave
the
or something.
schools want to win the scholarship, want to win it. They be in competition. Yeah, they love when they get somebody
Right,
like that. Let me speak to
right.
some on the chat, because I'm kind of looking at the chat now. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Pink Pink. 5 patients died this morning. Oh, wow, the COVID. Take it back further at this little. I got to read some of this stuff. So we got to try to acknowledge some people that is coming in. If I didn't speak to you because I'm not really watching the chat, but I'm trying to. But I see there's something else going on, judging by what Kimmy just said to somebody. So anyway, I can't stay over there, but oh well. I'm trying to read some of it. Good morning, Ronnie Q. I don't know if I spoke to you or not. Fishy, I seen QB on Fishy Channel opening up gift that she had gotten from her wedding. Yeah, what's with this wish list? I can see if you really want something, but they just make a wish list for nothing. What's up with this wish list situation? Maybe I need to make a wish list. 125, 270. Okay, y'all. Thank you. Can I get to 150? And those that constantly doesn't even, can y'all hit the like on the way out? Appreciate it. And I'm gonna drop my link again too if y'all want to speak on any subject that I brought up this morning, because I think I got about 20 to 25 more minutes. But
I don't even know how we got sidetracked. I came over here to drag Goofy wig over there.
well, this is not sidetrack. It was one of my things about I think, yeah, because I was talking about when Spilly Boy was talking about the aid. You know, people getting aid. You know, they can get whatever they need, because he said something like about Rico can take advantage of everything that he can get. You know, so I mentioned something along the lines of me watching Spilly this morning. He threw a little quick little live in on me sometime this morning. Might have been 4 or 5 o'clock my time. I was rolling the ball back and forth. So it was one of the conversations, you know, like that Queen Bussy over there, you know, he can get some aid or something like that. I believe that's why. But we can get back to what we was talking about. So, and the veil, you know, I was trying to explain. I never used those terms, but I get exactly what you're saying. And how Skillet is doing the interviews here and there. I know you're in the bushes, Skillet, but it is what it is. But like I say, I'm not internalizing that, but I know how you move. And every so often you're going to come out like that because you never leave Trot Mouth over there. We know that. I don't know if you be doing that to try to gain people confidence, to try to get something out of them, to run back to tell Trot Mouth and Stanky Baby. So I mentioned that about her.
She was over there at Mimi's when she was doing that interview. She was Brianna got in the chat, right? And she was like, I apologize, Brianna. Can I be a part of Petty via Brianna? And Brianna, honey, she was not having it. She wasn't going.
Well, I was there then. I left because I got tired of watching her on the interview, but I was there long enough when she apologized to me too. And that's what I was speaking of. I'm sorry for mentioning all the money. No, you didn't give me all no money. You gave me 10 to 20 here and there. I didn't know it was you. You kept changing names. I thought you gave me $20. Then when she showed that proof to Stanky Baby, just been a couple months, but she flipped like that again, as if she did a lot. It equaled up. I had to go back and look too. $120. I had to explain. You didn't give me all the money. Don't make it sound like I said it was $120. That ain't no money in her chat. As I said a couple things, and I apologized to Blessed Watson. A little bit after that, I left, so I wasn't there at the time Brianna came, because I really didn't really want to watch her doing no interview. That's what she do. I'm not interested, but to those that never encountered her like that, you know, I guess they want to do an interview with her. The last time she did an interview, I know of when she went over to Bishop D. Spotty. He didn't know her history either at the time. And I had a time for this panel too, was talking to her then about getting back into accounts, and she apologized then. But then weeks after that is when she went and showed so-called receipts of what she so-called sent me to Stanky Baby. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. This is her MO. This is what she does.
Oh, guess what, Bless? You know, she was doing all the interviewing and saying all this and all that. But over there on Fisher's Wall, she was saying something about we did it, Skillet or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you said that, because I was gonna get into the So I'm always forgetting one thing or two. I need to start writing everything down when we talk about it. It's as if her and Stanky Baby is in cahoots with QB, Trout Mouth, and some more about this fake page Light Bomb. Now, I believe sooner or later when she turn against them like she do every 2 months, like she do when she come back and forth to us, she gonna spill more than what she's saying. You know, try to get on the good side, because for some reason she's obsessed over Spilly Boy too. She's obsessed over Spilly Boy and Trout Mouth. So she only showed just a little bit last night. Yeah, they're all in cahoots, but like I say, when all this writing letter stuff to the owner and all this is coming up by fraud and scam and all that, that Catrice showed all, read all that last night, showed us everything on the Google. She backstroking. All of a sudden, she ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay? Don't send a donation unless you meant it, because in the end there are no funds. Exactly, Lady Nika. There's no refunds. So I don't know why you come over here talking about it. But now that I found out all that, stop changing your name. She was Psalms 21 over here. Miss Livia, did you your phone go out or something? Take it back.
No, I'm
These get
still here. I was just
because
letting
of COVID to go out to people, and it's going unclaimed by many. Y'all got me thinking when I get off here, let me sign up on me some stamps. I think because I heard you can get them pretty quick.
well, I know that they're giving a whole bunch of relief right now, and a lot of it it's not even like maybe it goes on your income, I think, up to so much you can get the relief. I don't know about your state, Bless, but they got something going on like that around here, especially for older people.
Yeah, but now Laurie Axel, you said Skinner just wants a friend. Well, we try. And when we try, you see what she does. Because I had her as a moderator here for a little while under the name of Psalms 21. I made her that moderator before I found out that was Skillet doing another name change. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? And I still let her stay until I know she would start running around doing other stuff. Then I had to let her go. Okay, yeah, so we all tried. And that's why I told her last night, well, yeah, I'm over it. You're good. Meaning you can't come in my chat, but see, I don't want the foolishness though.
Well, she
Yes,
said
Brenda Holyfield, I'm serious about them stamps. Since we talking about it, I'm gonna stop procrastinating and go ahead and see if I can get something very serious. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm really gonna try.
Why don't you call the office, your human services office, Bless?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna try it, Miss Olivia. I really am. Because if everybody's getting them, I should be able to get them too. Thank you for the 135 likes. Thank you. Let's get 150 going on. No, wait a minute. Let me see something. You could be getting your hog head cheese with. I know I could buy a whole big old hog head. And speaking of that, they ran out that hog head went there no more and had to put it on order. As a couple of days ago, day for yesterday, when I was out at the store, and I did a quick live, I was talking about Stanky Baby. They still didn't have no chitlins. And then this money ain't over with. I just wanted to have them so bad this month. I'm gonna have to drive to the Bay Area. I'll take that 40-minute ride. Cause somebody told one of my friends in the Bay Area, because y'all from the Bay Area originally. I keep up with my friends since elementary school, and they all over the Bay Area.
Yeah, I was reading an article, Bless, and they was talking about a lot of people are not talking about the fact that we are finna deal with a even greater food shortage in this country because of the pandemic, because of a lot of plants that had to close down because they was infected with the COVID and stuff like that. So we're gonna be having to deal with a food shortage. Not even like people that can't afford to buy food. It's not gonna be hardly no food to buy.
And a lot of people thinking like that already. Because when I went in Walmart, a lot of the meats be gone. They running out of certain people are already stocking up on meats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's a food shortage on a really bad food shortage, even if you have the money or the government assistance to buy the food is just not in the stores. That's what people need to be worried about.
Well, and if they go too short on meats, I can worry about. I'm gonna tell y'all because I love me some vegetables.
Right.
And I know how to cook beans. And I know how to cook
shortage on that too. It can get bad around here,
beans and rice.
It can get bad around here. And then a lot of folks don't know nothing about living off of beans and rice and stuff like that. But I guess they'll have to adapt.
Yeah, I can do everything with them beans. Believe that. I can do.
Me too. Beans is protein. You don't have to have meat if you eat beans.
No, you don't. You really don't. And you can grow your three little vegetables in your backyard or your patio or whatever way you want to do it. But people betray. That's what I like about them aging people. They got to the age of start here where I found the little crabs at. And the way they got those vegetables and broccoli and all that bagged up, I know it's some of them letting some of their friends put their vegetables in the store to sell because the Asians have taken over making their front yard and their backyard out of gardens like you used to see the Mexicans do. And then they got the community gardens and all this. You can just tell that. But see, black people were on the store, but probably when that our friends, oh no, you got to pay me, you got to pay me. They stick together. and they stuff be fresh. They be bagging up like when you buy those baggies with the zip tie bag. You can
Right.
just tell. And I went in, my husband went in. I said, you can just tell that they bag that up. They probably got a garden they sell and putting that
Mhm.
stuff, produce in there
Let-
like that, which is a good thing. Wish we could stick together like that.
Yeah. Can I
Yeah.
read this comment from Take It Back? Take It Back said there wasn't a food shortage. Farmers are throwing milk and food away. The government is lying. They put farmers in a situation. They are getting meat out of the country. Farmers have confirmed this. That is true in some areas, or at least I haven't heard that of recent, but there's a lot of GMO companies that are playing games right now, but also part of the thing that's going on, Take It Back, is there is not enough, they don't have enough long haul truck drivers and things of that nature to deliver food and stuff like that. And because we got a financial crisis going on in this country, a lot of big chain grocery stores or box chains and stuff, they say that they can't afford to buy from farmers in this country and stuff like that. So they're getting things of that nature cheaper from other countries. It's a
Yeah.
lot of that going on too, And farmers are doing what they can, but we know that they always get the doo-doo end of the stick in this country. They would rather ship some meat from across the water, which I don't trust, which I refuse to eat. I don't get food from but I'm from down here where I know I can get the meat. I can watch them kill my meat. Do you see what I'm saying, Bless? But some of these big box stores like Walmart and places like that, Kroger's, they would rather buy meat from across the water, which is not healthy in my opinion. But you got to do what you got to do. And even when it comes to stuff like vegetables, a lot of this stuff that say are organic or not organic, because they have these preservatives in them, because they ship them from over across the water. There is certain fruits and vegetables that these GMO companies, they won't let the farmers grow those fruits and vegetables with the organic seeds. They make it illegal for you to get truly organic seeds. You have to buy the GMO seeds, or you can get in trouble for that on these farms for
Wow.
wanting to grow truly organic food.
And I see a couple people in here saying about the beans, girl. I keep beans anyway, because my husband's a southern boy. He loves his red beans and rice. That's what made me start cooking red beans and rice, because I grew up on the pinto beans, the cornbread, and all that. Mostly, but all other kind of beans, lima beans, whatever. I eat all that kind of stuff as well. And Miss Dio, yeah, the truck drivers, everything is going on. But the thing is, they have to throw the meat away instead of getting it to all these homeless people. I can understand it when it goes bad or something. I'm not getting why they throwing all these vegetables and the trucks wherever they are. Look like they can give it to that community or wherever the food is stuck at. I mean, just to throw it away is just that is so wrong. With all these homeless people out here, that is
They
really
would
wrong.
rather throw it away on purpose. A lot of the time, as opposed to giving it away, they would let the people go hungry. I saw on the news, I think it was in the summertime when the farmers they were having to just pretty much let that milk go down the drain and all this and all that. And at one point in time, they had started giving those resources to food pantries and stuff like that, because it really made them sick just having to let it go to waste. Cause the big box stores wasn't purchasing the milk and stuff like they should, because they cost cutting, or either they getting those supplies from other countries for cheaper, and it didn't
Wow.
make no sense.
And everything coming in from Mexico, I'm assuming. So anyway, I dropped the link again. If anybody else want to come speak on any subject, how much more time I got? I think I got an appointment this morning too. I'm not for sure. I think it's at 10 o'clock over the phone. I really think I do. Got it. I don't know. I don't
Well,
think so.
they gotta make me a point. I've been doing telemed as well. I refuse to go in a hospital or doctor's office. I refuse.
Yeah, got to do them doctors. Now, last month, I had to do lab work. I get it done like every 6 months, and I keep up with all that kind of stuff, because they was like, checking my pressure, checking anything. When you get over 50, you got to keep up them physicals, right? So I keep up on my physicals, every 6 months, so to speak, something like that. So I don't lose, but I'm not going into no doctor's office right now with all that
No, I
wrong stuff.
refuse.
So I'm glad that I can do it over the phone, but lab work, you definitely would have to go in. When
Yeah.
y'all used to see me driving every month, every once a month I come over in the car going to the other town. That's because I was going over there to take my sister to doctor once a month. Because she's older than me. She's old enough to be my mother. She practically raised me, like I said. So, and God let her live way well to like 76. And so, she's just all of a sudden start getting ill at 75. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so that's where I would be going, taking her to her monthly appointments back then when I was doing all that. Yeah.
Right.
So I pray I can live that long and see my grandbaby get 18 and 19 or whatever. Like that. So I'm gonna be my beans and rice. Somebody said keep you healthy, keep your heart going. Yeah, that's true. Beans help you lose weight, have lower blood pressure, and a host of other thing. Exactly. The beans are good. Why y'all think the Caucasians are? Mr. Olivia, they used to wonder why black guys were so good in sports, so healthy, run, jump, do everything.
Yeah.
And, I think it was Larry Bird. Y'all remember him? He's a white basketball player. He had told a story about his people start buying beans and neck bones and all kind of stuff that the black guys was coming up on because they didn't understand why they were just so healthy. Because see, they used to chop the steaks and all like that, and we love sucking on neck bones and stuff, to tell the truth. And they didn't understand that. So then all of a sudden now they call beans health food. You know that, right?
Greens too, kale greens and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been eating that stuff for forever,
Right.
and they just now catching on to it. Yeah, you're right about that, Bless.
And that's why we can't buy the oxtail's gonna cost you your arm and the leg, the neck bone gonna cost you arm and leg. They figured out that's a lot of good meat, but that's a true story. And when I get a chance, I'm gonna pull up that old interview, Larry Bird.
Yeah,
And his father started having exercise and eating beans and all this kind of stuff, but they're trying to figure out why blacks dominate all these sports. Even when those three black guys, the Serena Williams girls started dominating tennis, they hated that. But then three black guys, I can't think their name right now, they dominated the soccer world.
right.
Well, they be hating when some of our people get involved in sports that we used to play, our blacks didn't play. We used to just do what? Start off baseball. They were good, extremely good. But then like the football, the basketball, they would dominate that. Still do. But I'm telling you, so that's how it is. Anybody else want to jump on the link? I'm going to drop it one more time because I'm going to be out, I think, in about 10 minutes eating all those red beans and rice. Yeah, it's running cute. See, that's the way I like to talk about politics when I talk politics, but not necessarily politics. Y'all get what I'm saying? Because I know when I get off here, my husband's going to politic me to death for what's going on with Trump and all them people. Now, did you see all those people crying, Miss Olivia, because they on that terrorist list? They can't fly on the airplane. Did you see that? Yeah. Well, that's what they did. I mean, they were going to have to get hired to go there, and they said they can't tell who hired. But now,
what about that? Bless, this funny right here. But what about that? What about that white man? They had his picture real good, and they was coming to pick him up for being at that inciting that insurrection at the Capitol. He said he was crying, "Don't arrest me. I'm married to a black woman."
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I was getting my whole life.
No, I just watched the one in the airport too the other day. He said, "You ruining my life." I just be on that thing. He couldn't go home. So two other ladies came up and said, they got kicked off too, trying to get him to calm down. And they actually escorted two ladies off the plane because those are the ones that said that hung around instead of leaving right away. The ones that kind of hung around a little bit got stuck. FBI had
got stuck.
Yeah, so I've been watching it, but I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I've been watching a whole bunch of them. Yeah.
That's when people say, I'm not prejudiced. Most of my friends are black. Oh, my sister's married to a black guy. Oh, they throw that up real quick. Real quick.
Yeah. I saw
not Juicy Booty, Pink Booty. Girl, when I came on yesterday and I was telling y'all about how Juicy Booty had been killed off my husband and gave me some hip replacements. I talked about Pink Booty because he's in that chat going on. He says, I'm going to get dragged for this, by the way. You don't get dragged by the way. Don't nobody care about your Pink Booty. Everybody slowly but surely finding out how racist you is. And everybody blocking you. And then he had the audacity, I don't know if you were here that morning, came back at the third page. After I blocked 2 pages, the one that told you he wasn't taking no for an answer. And I don't think Juice Booty over there knowing that that's racist number 2, but he going to find out slowly but surely everybody find it out. They so I just thought about that. We talking how they do little slick stuff, undercover stuff, how they be trying to hide it. But we read between the lines. We know what you're saying. You know?
Yeah. That's why I pay them no attention. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I have a black friend. My uncle had a black wife. Oh, they be doing the most, but when they get caught up, oh wow, the tears start flowing.
I saw Good Morning America this morning when there was this young woman. She was interracial, and she
Uh-huh.
turned to her mom. I think either her mom or her dad or her mom or her aunt or something like that. She recognized their photos. They was confronting. They was in the face of a black woman doing that Capitol stuff, and she
Mhm.
turned them into the FBI.
Wow.
It was her mama, and either an aunt or a mama and daddy or mama, or cousin or something like that. But she was on Good Morning America saying that she turned them in. I wonder how that make her feel, though. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what they do to one another anyway.
Yeah, I
That's
mean, cause she mixed or whatever, and
right.
so I, wow, I can't imagine.
I mean, I wouldn't, but that's what they do anyway to each other. So, do
Yeah.
you I was just reading something about Rita was rambling about Diamond's betrayal. Now, Diamond is I think it's Diaper Desk, but her nickname they call her Diaper Nuts because I used to hear her name before I knew who she was a couple of years ago. Because they say that she didn't know what race she was, black, Mexican, white. She was all kind of races, married to a black guy, and all this kind of stuff. Which
Mhm.
I don't know who she is, so don't dislike. But what? And I think she's QB's moderator too for a while. I'm just now seeing allegedly her reading and found out she was just Rita's moderator the other day.
Oh, I don't know. I missed
I
that
don't
little
really go over there
tidbit.
either, but you know how you be hearing things on YouTube streams and
Right.
you might peek over there because they say that she just started making people moderators that she don't really roll with. Just people come to chat, she see them just make a moderator. Don't ask them first. Allegedly. You know how people like to talk, no shade to read it, but I'm just saying, I'm reading something about a betrayal.
Oh.
And you can't really believe everything you're saying. I mean,
Oh. I don't know. I missed that one, blessed. I really did.
yeah, I don't know. I just know they're all going at each other. But now Rick is funny. Do you ever watch Rick?
I was watching Rick last night. That's how I found my way over there to Mimi checking fake hoes page about that situation going on with the skillet person.
Oh, well, he be hilarious.
Oh
And
yeah, he had me cracking up.
when you do one of those long lives, 6 to 8 hours, I can start watching, fall asleep, wake up, and still be on. And then he gets real tipsy. And when he get real tipsy, he be kind of cute. And then he start repeating everything else. But then he gets in that mood. He's a happy drunk. Like, I'm a partying drunk too. When I used to drink, I like to go dance and have fun. I'm not one of the mean ones want to cuss you out and just get belligerent drunk. When I used to get drunk, I'm a happy drunk. Well, he is too. He's the type of person that want everybody to get along. You get what I'm saying?
Oh
So
yeah.
that's what cute about it. He want everybody to get along. Ain't nothing wrong with it. So I like going there watching him too sometimes too. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know how true this is right there. But yeah, so he was the one started off for me last night, about the skillet stuff, and he was saying you talk too much. He evidently he must have thought or she must have led him to believe that he was the only one she sent the receipts to.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's gonna make Spicy Dicey double down on the drag. Well, I don't care. That's what he do anyway. I don't pay him no mind. It's funny. I don't pay him no mind like that. But anyway, Miss Olivia, uh, I'm almost there, girl. Time to get off. Who's
Okay.
their ranch? I think Purple Peach allegedly diving, but she was just a moderator over there. And you can't believe everything you read. I just happened to pick up my phone and looked over there because it stayed stuck on there where I had it at. And they said something about a betrayal. I don't know.
But thanks for letting me pop up, blessings. Chad, I be wanting to come over here more, but I know I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to start windmilling every time I come in your chat or whatever.
Not
So I try
necessarily,
not to
because you
look
got
at
to.
it. But
No, not necessarily, Miss Olivia. You got to stay out and chat sometime.
well, that's what I was saying. I was trying. I've been trying not to read the chat, but I knew they was gonna come with some morning. I'm just not here for it.
Right.
But I really just want to pop on and say what I had to say to the five monster over there, cause Chad, she be trying it, bless, but that heifer can't make me do nothing. I ain't gonna make no video about that cow unless I want to. But thank you for letting me come up here and speak my piece, cause she be trying it though, but she can't get none of this. But she be trying. She really is pressed by all of us. She can't stand for nobody to say nothing bad about her. That's her problem.
Yeah, we say something bad back, we're gonna get the police, the FBI, and everybody else called on us. That's true.
What you said? Child, you ever heard lying her tail off?
Everybody called on us. And then it's all gonna be all about they did something to her daughter and all this kind of stuff, and don't none of that be going on. Nothing.
Yeah, you're a whole widow. You know you gotta be pressed.
Olivia, you should have seen how Juicy Booty's chat the other day. And I forgot the name he called you. I can't think of the name. Some kind of name he got for you always use.
Oh, he still saying my name, Bless.
Yeah, but he said his nickname. I'm trying to think of what he called you. Wow. Somebody in this chat know what I'm talking about. Hey, Kimmy. And then I got dragged.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, Bless.
I don't care about them. Thank you, Pam. Huh?
Yeah. I just want to say, Bless, I honestly, for real, my hand to God, have not been in his chat since I've been back over here. I don't know why he keep bothering me, but okay, let him keep promoting my channel, girl.
Now, he didn't say a lot. It really, really dragged you like that. But in passing, he would mention your name, whatever that name is he called you, and I can't remember. Okay. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't remember. I know people here know what name that is. He always call you. It's missing something. I forgot what it was.
Okay, girl.
Somebody said it. Stephanie Hardy. He calls her Hattie Mae. Yeah.
Oh, Hattie Mae.
He called you. He didn't really drag you hard, but he always got to refer and Hattie made it and Hattie made that, something like that.
Yeah, it ain't my fault because he tanked his own channel. I would never give him a video. He another one. I ain't gonna give a video to. I don't care. Like, who takes him seriously? Like, for real, child. He better keep doing his Car Chronicles and talking about Nicole Tyler. Is he still talking about her too?
I don't know. I haven't really been watching that much. I watched him the other day because somebody sent me the link of him dragging me, and saying, somebody talking about, did I accept the collect insurance money yet? And my husband's dead. All kind of stupid stuff. I did a lot.
You know what? I heard you say that, Bless, and I can't believe that he let that come out of his mouth. So no, I will continue not to watch him. But I heard you say it yesterday. You know what? I didn't find that funny at all. That wasn't funny to me.
He said, "Oh, is he dead?" I don't know. Somebody said you just had a hip replacement and where he told husband. And all kind of little stupid stuff. Now we drag each other, but to me, putting that in the atmosphere.
Yeah, that's why I don't find it. I don't know. I don't find it funny. No, ma'am. That's not funny to me.
Our class Thomas' wife sponsored and took part in the riots at Capitol Hill. No media coverage because she's white. Oh, I haven't heard of that either.
Me either. Hey, we had a good conversation going on in the chat since we have some cooking extraordinaires out here. Right. Y'all were talking about red beans and rice. And I don't like red beans because I never had them cooked right, I don't think. So we talking about how we cook red beans and rice. And the question is, do you put meat in your red beans? You cook it like you cook black eyed peas, number one. And then number two, somebody else put in the chat that Ronnie Q said, if you soak the red beans, then you take the fart out of them. So those are questions. Olivia, Miss Bless.
I got what you're saying. Now let me speak on the red beans for part first. I didn't grow up eating a lot of red beans. Just sometimes we mostly had pinto beans and cornbread, but we would have white beans, lima beans, red beans, so forth. Now, when I got my husband, they red beans was kidney beans. And we didn't like kidney beans. Right. I mess some kidney beans. If I go to salad bar, they have them cooked, you sprinkle them over your salad like that. So right now to this day, when they say red beans. So when he wanted some red beans one day and I was cooking at one of his family member house, I went to the store and I bought red beans. They little, they small. They say that's not. I said, yes, it is. Then I found out they cook kidney beans. Now about the meat. Yes, when I cook pinto beans, I use ham hocks. But you can use ham shakes, smoked neck bones. But I rather smoked neck bones for my greens. And far as knocking some of the acid off for the gas, the part, well, we would sprinkle a little sugar supposed to help with knocking the gas off, as well as some beans if they're a little older, the acid and the bitterness off. So yeah, soaking them is like people will soak them overnight so they can cook faster when you finally put them on there. If you don't get a chance to soak them, you can put them in a pot, but just barely enough water to cover them. bring them to a hard boil, and then put them in your strainer and then rinse them and put them in pop the water in your season, get commenced to cooking. Now I chop up onion in my red beans as well as ham. I like ham hocks in my beans. So I don't know nothing about soaking. To me wasn't because it knocked the gas off. Like for example, if I want to go in my kitchen right now and cook some beans, I know I didn't soak none last night. I'll put them in my pot and bring them to a hard boil and then rinse and clean them off. That also help you wash them at the same time, but bring them to a boil and rinse them if you didn't soak them. That's why. You know what I'm saying? And Lady Nikki says she soak hers in baking soda. Now, when I soak mine, I don't put baking soda. I just soak them all night, wash them off real good, and commence to cooking them. Because I don't, but I'm assuming she means because the baking soda help with the gas. But I always grew up sprinkling just a little sugar in it to help with the acid, the gas in it.
Okay.
So different.
The only way I know how to cook beans is I guess you got it there. All right. Now, I was going to say the only way I cook beans, whether it's kidney beans or white beans or brown beans, soak them for a couple of hours. If they come from the bag, a lot of people use the cans these days. There's a difference. I like the ones that come from the bag. Soak them, rinse them. You know what I mean? Put your little well, they don't do it these days. I used to put fat back in them. I like fat back better than I like ham hocks because it seasons it up more. In my opinion, it also takes some of the sting away from them. The fat back does. I can't use fat back no more because I stopped eating pork. Not because I don't like it. It's just because me and the mister is getting older. So what I use now is the smoked turkey. Is the smoked turkey necks. If I have turkey necks, I'll do some smoked turkey legs, cut them in half or whatever, and that's what I use now. Of course, you put your salt and pepper in them. Season them up. Put you some onions or some bell peppers if you want to. That's the way I do them.
I put bell pepper and onion in my beans. Now, as far as the smoked turkey, I still have to add salt and season hard. That's why I like smoked neck bones in my greens. I ain't got to season hard, salt and
the neck bones. That's a good idea.
Otherwise known as salt pork.
Yeah.
When I make my black eyed peas, I had a taste for my beans like that. Normally, I would use a ham hock and salt with the black eyed peas, but this time I did use some salt pork, is what you call it, fatback. And my niece loved them. She said, "Wait till these goods, a different taste." I said, "It was an old fashioned way we used to cook our greens and beans and stuff with fatback back in the day. People didn't have two meat. I mean by that, people didn't put the neck bones, the seasoning thing. They did. They saw and did neck bones in a separate pot on the side for the meat." As opposed to having chicken or pork chops on the side, you had neck bones on the side. Now they season their beans and stuff with actual meat. But turkey necks, I like smoked turkey necks, smoked meat, but I still think that ham hocks and smoked neck bones make beans and greens taste better. To me,
absolutely. Fat back, you can't do some good fat back. I just can't eat it no more.
As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I just can't eat it no more. But fat back, all of that. People used to use. I don't hear nobody talking about cooking with Crisco no more, and all of this and all that.
Yes, they do. Look, back in the day, you know how we used to save our bacon dripper in the can.
Yeah.
To season the beans when you don't put meat in it.
Yeah.
You can season them with the bacon dripper. Your salt, pepper, onion like that, and it helps the beans soften the beans too when you put the grease in there. Now, fresh Crisco, if you did that, it wouldn't the flavor, but people would gently keep the bacon dripper from the bacon. You know what I'm saying? And I got some in the little jar now because every once in a while I get kind of old fashioned and use me some bacon dripper in my beans or whatever on my greens, especially if the greens kind of tough. You buy the time of season when they say the dew haven't hit it yet and the collar's not as tender. Put you some bacon dripper in them greens and help soften them or get them cooked so the roughness won't be in there. So it's all kind of ways and that. So Miss Olivia, since we're saying that. Also, back in the day, and some people don't remember, do you remember Crisco oil was all animal fat? Nowadays, it's vegetable oil. Do you remember black people used to
it used to be the animal
Crisco?
Yeah, I was talking about the animal fat.
Hold the press real good, your skin be pretty and smooth.
I was talking about the animal. I was talking about the animal fat Crisco, not the vegetable
animal fat Crisco no more. Now you got to buy lard for it to be animal fat. The Crisco now is made with vegetable.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I was talking about the animal fat, and the lard too. That's what I'm talking about. The lard used to be in that little square box. The lard. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That
They
that
have
low.
doors in the little real square box, especially the Spanish door, because they use
Red
the one
box.
to make their flour tortillas. Okay, so
Mhm.
they still have it, but that make the best greens and beans, that bacon dripper, that break
Yeah,
it. And I got me a little joint now, so I get back to my old fashioned cooking. You know what I'm saying? I really do.
yeah,
That's the best cooking. I
yeah,
think salt pork seasoned greens way better. The old fashioned way to me. I say old fashioned because now people use smoked neck bones, smoked turkey, whatever seasoning green. But you cook
yeah.
it old fashioned like I did my black eyed peas. I told my niece that's how we used to do it all the time. You
Oh
know?
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Look,
Hey,
animal fat makes
girl.
everything better, honey. I tell you that.
Yes, it does.
Just can't eat it no more. I can't, but I still
Still
put
eat it.
I don't have a choice but to put ham hocks in my collards. I don't have a choice but to do the collard greens like that because collard greens is real bitter, and that's the only one I like the collards above all the others. But I have to put some ham hocks in my collards. I don't have a choice.
And that's why I say you sprinkle a little bit of sugar right there. And if they still kind of tough or rough, put your little bacon drip in there and all like that. So
I
that's
don't use
old
I
fashioned.
don't use sugar in nothing. I'm not gonna lie, Bliss.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I don't like to put sugar in nothing. I don't like sugar in grits. I don't like sugar in rice. I don't like sugar in beans. I don't like sugar in nothing.
Well, not to the
But
point where it's gonna taste
you
sweet,
don't.
because I don't like no sweet food. I don't want no sweet jiffy cornbread. I'll bake me a cake. I don't like that. Like my hot white cornbread, and I make all my cornbread from scratch. I don't want it sweet. I don't even know how to do box. I ain't got time to read no box. I just get in there, dump my flour, egg, corn, milk, baking powder, and milk in the bowl and stir it up and make me some bread. Simple
Yeah.
as that. Good morning,
Oh,
Sylvia.
I don't like box. What do you call it? Box. That box of cornbread. What do you call it?
Jiffy
Uh.
mix.
Yeah, I don't like
Jiffy
that.
mix.
That's horrible.
That's too sweet. That tastes like a cake. I can't
That's
put no sweet
Yeah.
horrible.
cornbread in my greens. I just can't do it. Make my own. But now, if you don't want to make no homemade cornbread, Betty Crocker cornbread mix is good. It ain't too sweet like that Jiffy. But some people grow up want sweet bread. But I like mixing my cornbread with my greens. Sometimes I might even eat with my fingers like I used to do. I don't want no sweet cornbread in my greens.
That's how my family used to eat the greens. They used to crumble up the cornbread and the greens and mix them together and eat them with their fingers. My aunt, she still eat her greens and cornbread with her fingers.
That's the best way to eat it. That's how we growed up eating them. And there wasn't no sweet bread either.
You
No.
know, you can't have no greens without no cornbread, but I don't use the packed cornbread or the box. I just have to make regular old fashioned cornbread. I can't eat it no other way.
But
Exactly.
the easiest way for like maybe younger people to make cornbread that's not Jiffy cornbread, because I hate Jiffy cornbread,
Ugh.
is to buy the cornmeal mix. It's the flour and the cornmeal already mixed together, and you just I usually eyeball it, so I can't give you the perfect directions, but the directions are on the thing. You pour the cornmeal mix in the bowl, you add an egg, you add a little flour, and you put some oil in your pan and put it in the oven and let the oil heat up, and you mix the egg and the flour and the cornmeal mix together, and then you take your oil out of the pan and slosh it around the pan so it'll get the edges of the pan, and then you pour the rest of the oil into your batter. I use butter Crisco for that. I don't know if you guys heard of butter Crisco, but I use butter Crisco, and I pour it in, pour the rest in with the cornbread and stir it up and pour that cornbread in the pan just like homemade cornbread.
Well, I haven't seen what you're speaking of, but it
I
just sounds
haven't
like
either.
if that's the case, just go ahead and mix your own cornmeal flour.
Right. That's what I was going to say, Bless. That's how you make cornbread.
Yeah, why call it that cornbread like that? Well,
But
we always have cooked that cornbread in our cast iron skillet. We always have put the grease in the skillet, put the grease in the
Right.
oven so the grease can get hot.
yeah,
For some reason,
but you don't have to.
pour your mix in there and then cook it. You know.
But the only thing is, you don't have to measure out the flour and the cornmeal because it's already mixed together in the bag. That's the only shortcut, I
I
guess.
don't put cornbread. I don't put flour in my cornbread.
Well,
I
I
don't know
don't.
people be-
When I make hot water cornbread, I put just a little flour to hold it together. But I'm talking about pan cornbread when you just mix it up.
I'm
You
talking about cornbread.
flour in the cornbread, but hot water cornbread, you don't necessarily have to put flour in it.
No,
Hot water cornbread too. When you put your stuff in there, because you pour that boiling hot water on that cornbread mixture, stir it and pat it up and put it in that hot grease. I like hot
Make it a
water.
little thick. I'm not putting flour in no to make no cornbread or no hot water corn. I ain't never seen it done like that, but you know, people got different recipes. This the first time I'm hearing of flour
You know what?
for cornbread.
You know what?
Flour.
I've been using the cornmeal.
Flour.
I've been
Well,
using the cornmeal mix so long, I can't remember how I used to make it before I used to make it with the cornmeal mix. I can't remember if I used to put a little flour in it or not. But anyway, I use cornmeal mix.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, all you do is get you a cup of cornmeal, a cup of flour, get you an egg, get you some milk, eyeball it. You know what I'm saying? Get you some baking powder. I mean, you got some cornbread. That's all. Just sprinkle a little
Yeah.
sugar, knock the blandness off, little pinch of salt, whatever, and you mix that together. Put it in your heated skillet with the grease in it, pour it in there. You know, you can't pour a little grease inside the mix, like you said, so it can be nice and light and fluffy. You know, that's the point of a little hot oil in there. Pour in that skillet and throw it in there. You got you some cornbread. Take about 20, 25 minutes to cook. Y'all better go make me cook some greens or something, because I definitely got some clean greens. Sometimes I pick my greens, clean up and freeze them. I definitely got some of them. As far as black eyed peas, me and my sister, one of my nieces, get together about a case every year and freeze them. I have fresh peas. I don't like them beans out the can. Only time you buy pinto beans in the can is when I want to make some homemade chili beans. I just want to open those after I get to cook at my meat and stuff like that. But other than that, I've always cooked my beans out the bag. I never, and I take that back. Black eyed peas. People would gently buy black eyed peas in the can if you can't find none. I don't like black eyed peas in the bag. Black eyed peas is the only things that I don't like in that bag, because it seems like when you cook it, all the suction come out. So if I got to buy them out the store, I'd rather them frozen. If I can't find them frozen, then I'll get the can. Other than that, I cook all my beans fresh.
What about crowder peas? You ever had those?
We really didn't have crowded peas coming up, and the truth of the fact is, I remember one of my sisters just cooked them years ago. A few times I was black eyed peas. That's just like the purple hulls. I didn't know what they taste like, what they were for years until I went to Louisiana back in 2002. People were cooking purple hulls, and I said, "Oh, that's similar to black eyed peas," you know. And the crowded peas, yeah. So not too much. I may have cooked some once, because my nephew had a friend that had a case of them, pick them, go to the farm or wherever they got them from. But no, not really. But I like them.
Oh, my grandmother, she used to grow them, and boy, she used to freeze them. And boy, my mom and my aunts, them, they would have crowded peas in their freezer all year long. So yeah, that was another staple. But the reason, like Bless said, the reason why you put a little sugar, I put a little sugar. You don't want your green sweet by no means, but it takes that bitterness, that acidity off. And that bitterness off your greens. And also, I always put a little sugar in my spaghetti sauce. I don't want it sweet, but it takes that acid off of your spaghetti sauce and your spaghetti sauce. Nah, Miss Olivia, you have got to try it. It's not even a teaspoon. It's like the tip of a teaspoon.
The onions suck it up.
Nah, Miss Olivia, you have got to try it. It's not even a teaspoon, like a quarter of a teaspoon of sugar. You do not taste it. It will change your life.
No,
I'm telling you.
The only way I would even sprinkle any sugar in my spaghetti if I scratch too is because if I was to use tomato paste. Now it's bitter. You have to sprinkle some sugar. Other than that, I make my own sauce. But I see a lot of people, especially when down south, they like sweet tasting spaghetti. They put sugar in
No. Listen.
No.
I have an aunt who, when she makes spaghetti in Louisiana, everybody in the family, she has to make it in a stock pot, because everybody in the family gonna come over if they hear my aunt is making spaghetti. It is not sweet. It has plenty of meat. No, you because it takes that acid flavor off. And I'm trying to. It doesn't sweeten it.
No. Like I said, the only way I'm gonna put some sugar in my spaghetti sauce is if I use tomato paste. That's the difference. Other than that, but people do like sweet. This one friend of mine would take a plate and she would sprinkle some sugar on it, like she do when she sprinkles sugar on her oatmeal or something she's going to eat. I don't want no sweet spaghetti. And thank you for reminding me of my time because I'm not looking. I think my
no, you know, everybody got a you know, a different way of cooking. That's all. You know.
Yeah.
If I didn't see my grandmama do it that way, then I can't do it that way. Do you see what I'm saying? But hey, however you want to do it, you know we can season up some food. I just didn't. All I was saying was I ain't never seen the sugar thing been done, so I don't cook it like that. Yeah, that's all. You know, that's all.
my time now. Let me see.
But I bet it's good though. So yeah.
It's probably good if you like, but no, if I use tomato paste, then I have to sprinkle a little sugar. That's bitter. And that's if I ain't got no tomato sauce in the house or something like that. But other than that,
Yeah.
no.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I've never heard nobody put no sugar in no spaghetti.
No, look what time
I
it
ain't
is.
never heard of it.
I know I'm cutting in on y'all, lady. I don't mean to, but I got the rest. See, thank you for reminding me. It's 16.
All right. Thank you, Bless.
Thank you, Bless.
I wish we could keep this conversation going about food. It sounds so good. Wait a minute. I gotta read this before I get off here. Wait a minute. I do a spoon of sugar in my potato salad. Oh, some people do that. Yeah, some people do that. But I like the mustard taste, Billy Boy. Yeah, some people. Yeah, I've tasted like that too. One of my nieces do that. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but I don't want no sweet food. Period. No sweet green. Period. None of that. Y'all, let me get this music going. We got to get out of here. Thank y'all for reminding me of the time. Thank you, Lady Nika, for reminding me of the time. You know, when I get to running off at the mouth, like we was doing, but I was enjoying a pleasant, different conversation besides the mess talking about food. But I gently come on here sometime and talk about other stuff. You know, I talk about it first, then I get into the YouTube stuff. And I got to go back, Spitty Boy, and finish watching you. You snuck one in on me this morning. Must have been about 4 or 5 o'clock by the time. I'm always the last one to get the news over here on the West Coast. Okay, y'all start hitting the diamonds. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I appreciate you. There is a cash app on here I can't see right now, but I'm going to look at it and tell you thank you tomorrow. I think it probably was. Let me see if I can see it real fast. But thank you for the cash app. Thank you for the super chats. Drop the diamonds. Got to get out of here. For real. Thank you, Miss Olivia and Kimmy again. Y'all have a blessed morning. Y'all gonna see me in the streets later on. And like I said, I got some lives I got to catch up with. Thank you, Pam C. With that said, I must say, Tulu. Oh, somebody on List Together trying to tell me how to say Tulu. It's pronounced to whatever. No, it's the way I pronounce it and the way I want to say. Tolu. Totaloo. I'm not doing it like y'all saying. I'm doing it my way. So I know exactly the spelling and I know exactly what I'm saying. I had to throw that in there, y'all. Okay. Thank you for the diners. Okay. Tolu.